Hello, today I'm going to be talking to you about two things. Talkers, which are augmentative and alternative communication, symbol-based communication apps, and how I implemented them or helped to implement them in and utilize them in a lesson I did in my practicum. I was in a congregated classroom with 4 students, JK to grade 3, and there were 4 students in the class, and they all had different talkers. And I was looking at the elements of a story for 3 weeks. The 4 talkers that were being used, the apps were P2G, Proloquo to Go, LAMP, Words for Life, TouchChat, and Dynavox Toby. So the P2G is a app for iOS. It's a symbol-based app that helps users learn how to express themselves. It's completely customizable and designed for a range of fine motor and visual skills. And just a note that the app is currently $349.99 Canadian.
So things really started to take off when we started using the iPads to talk to the students using Proloquo. They then understood how they could use it. We really started to see some big changes in their behaviour, their use of the iPads, and their understanding of how they can use it to be a communicator themselves.
We might start off. Alana, do you want to tell us? You got some news to tell us? Tell us something you did at home. And Andrew or Tyrone, do you think you could make a positive comment? Positive. Yes. I know you too well. Maybe better if you sit down. Sit down and tell us something you did on the week.
Shopping centre. B. Shopping centre B.
We saw Bev at the shopping centre. Fantastic.
So that was just an example of it being used in a classroom. The next talker that I saw in the classroom was called LAMP, Language Acquisition Through Motor Planning, and this is a full vocabulary AAC language app. It's based on the Unity language system. So Unity is a language system enabling independent communication for people with disabilities. The LAMP Words for Life is structured to enable early success and allow for clients' vocabulary and communication skills to grow in a way that doesn't require relearning along the way. Because this is a pre-programmed vocabulary, Words for Life doesn't require extensive customization. And this app is Canadian $299. The third one I saw was called TouchChat. So TouchChat fits into the product category of AAC again. This AAC device allows individuals who cannot speak or communicate by spelling or selecting icons from a visual display. Words, phrases, and messages are spoken with a built-in voice synthesizer or by playing back a recorded message. In order to communicate silently in noisy environments, TouchChat also has a unique feature whereby you can just simply tilt the device to make the message expand to fill the entire screen. And this costs $194 Canadian. And the last one is the Dynavox. So the website claims you have the ability to quickly customize your communication pages. The Compass program provides all individuals, no matter their age or communication level, the power to communicate with everyone who's important in their life. They do say they have the largest variety of communication content available in any AAC solution. They did have some great features that I noted. One is that you can download the app for free for 30 days. None of the other ones I looked at had a free trial. This would be especially helpful for trying to find something that works best for your child or student. Once you finish the trial, you can subscribe to a monthly payment of $29.95 a month. The next great thing that they had was a wizard, a setup wizard, which will ask you a series of questions to help you choose the best board for your child, so you don't have to actually try every pre-programmed board until you find one that works. So the congregated setting I was in used total communication, so a combination of sign, gestures, pictures, verbal output, and technology. So the plan was for the last 3 weeks of my practicum, I'd be looking at the elements of a story while incorporating the talkers as much as possible. The talkers were quite new to the students in the school. And so they were trying to make them really a part of the routine in the classroom. So these were just some of the goals I was looking at for their IEP goals for language, reading, writing, communication, using visual supports to aid in writing content, making predictions. I knew my challenges would include their expressive language, as it was very limited, so I was going to really count on the talkers for helping. I started with pre-teaching some tier 1 vocabulary that I wanted them to know for characters and settings. So we played a language-based game called Zingo, and every time they found a word on their bingo card, they also had to find it on their talker. We then went into sequencing. I did a lot of pictures, matching, locating the order of a story, and then slowly started to add words and sentences with that. We played quite a few sequencing games. I then moved on to setting. We played with this Melissa & Doug reusable sticker pad where I put up the scenes, and they would have to draw a sticker from a hat, and they had to find the word on their talker, and then they had to stick it in the appropriate setting. We then started to incorporate both setting and character, and we talked a lot about the difference between the setting and the character. We brought in lots of pictures where they had to identify the location and who the character was. The last part was definitely the most challenging for the students. We started talking about problems and solutions. I printed quite a few photos. For example, I would have somebody really cold warming up their hands, and then another picture of somebody wearing mittens, and they would have to put those together, the problem being that they were cold, the solution that they put on mittens. We then moved into picking apart different small stories that we had read. I used 3 readers and 1 video, small animated movie that had no audio, no words at all, and we used a large rolling whiteboard where I had a chart of the setting, main character, problem, and solution, and every day we did a new book or the movie, and we picked it apart and tried to identify all the different elements. In the end, I would say, using the talkers for the month that I was in the practicum, some things I noted, because the talkers are provided by Kidsability, they all had a different program. So with 4 students, there were 4 different programs, which was frustrating for all the teachers. All the teachers were really on board and encouraged them to be used in the class and part of the routine, which was awesome. But it was frustrating for specialist teachers to every time they used a talker, the icons were in different locations because they were different programs. The advantages were all 4 children were Syrian refugees, and they didn't have a first language as they were late identified. So they were very helpful in allowing them to have a voice and be able to use their expressive language, which was great. Thank you.